here at 51st and Wentworth Police Station protesting the arrest of community activist Matthew Ross, for making a statement about allegedly making a statement about Jason Van Dyke trial, which garnered the attention of the feds and the Chicago police. So we at the police station now in support of our brother. So when rain, sleet, and snow, we had to get up out the bed and make it our presence felt for the brother. So the feds has arrested him, as well as the Chicago police, for making a statement on Facebook about the trial of Jason Van Dyke. If he mentioned something allegedly about if there's no justice, then whatever. So bottom line is, the people he was talking back and forth to from the Mount Greenwood community was making similar statements, but the feds didn't arrest them because they was in a more affluent community, and they arrested brother Matthew Ross for also making a similar statement allegedly. But his lawyers was here, everybody was here. We just here to show a little support for Jedediah. Michael say, Jedediah, what can you tell me exactly what happened in particular?
Matthew Ross is a advocate that basically he put up a post on Facebook, and there's been a lot of postings that's come like from our community and from other communities that are all feeling this same situation a little differently. And so based on Facebook conversations, a coordinated effort between the Chicago police and the Federal Bureau of Investigation, the feds, led to them going and arresting Mr. Ross. He's in custody. He's in questioning and investigation. He's not been charged with anything.
According to them, huh?
Yeah, he's not been charged with anything officially. He's on 51st and Wentworth police station. We're just kind of waiting to see how this is going to go. But at the same time, no matter the content of the investigation, what's really concerning for us is that there have not been a equal operating field with the law enforcement community, because there are other individuals who wrote things from areas like Mount Greenwood, and they're not here. So that's kind of concerning.
How long he's been here?
So supposedly he's been here since this afternoon, early afternoon. And this is how we feel. We kind of feel like we already know that they're watching all of the advocating communities, social medias, probably our phones, probably our houses.
Yeah.
I swear the police, I ain't never seen the police so close to me so much. But they're really watching us because they're concerned about, the verdict of the trial. Fine. But it's kind of feeling like a little harassing. And I want everybody to be careful about what you're posting on your social media. But again, they're overzealously policing us, but not other communities. So.
Thank you, bro. Listen, I don't know about Jeddah, but I always feel like the police watching me. I always feel like they over-police us in our community. I never see, there's never seemed to be a balance. It's always high or it's always low. There's no response, and then there's an over-response.
That's what I want to say to people: be careful, because somebody said this and it's absolutely correct. And then I talked to a friend of mine. The feds do not target individuals; they target groups. So they'll try to link up groups of individuals and put a narrative on them because they want to basically set an example or a precedent. I want you all to also be careful, but also understand the moment that we're in. This is a marathon; it's not a sprint. This, unfortunately, is a war, and we didn't initiate it. And so with that being said, they're going to do whatever they can to try to discourage us from utilizing our voice and expressing the outrage that we feel with this case and the potential of whatever verdict it is. Don't let this become the reason why you don't get involved, or that you be afraid to understand that what we do today is going to affect our kids tomorrow.
Excellent advice. So once again, like I say, I always feel like they target us, that we are falsely accused, overly policed, disrespected in our community by the very police officers who ought to protect or serve our communities. But this is what I've been saying for the longest, people. What I've been saying for the longest is that it's going to take us to save us. This is why we as men have to stand up for something or fall for anything. Yeah, it's the brother get arrested and he an activist in our community. So that's personal to me, and I'm going to get out my bed and show that support because it's personal to me. And I would hope people would do the same for me. When we out here serving the community and standing up as men, we expect that our community and the people we represent will also stand beside us as well. So this is what we do. This is what it is. As an advocate for justice, as an advocate for social change, as an advocate for prison reform, as an advocate for economic justice, we have to start making sure that our people, our communities, recognize their power, and one person at a time. And as I always stated, the sisters are always front and center. We need more men stepping up and making this a real issue. Police brutality, police reform measures, accountability. Let me read some of this. They also throwing up distraction. Thank you for being there for that arrest. Heroes, I know you, no doubt. Thank you, Nancy. Mark Clemens, Lil Dreadhead, what up? Barbara, Jaleesa, J Rock, tell Jed MD gave me a concussion check. Hey Jed, hello. See the sister. See, look at that. You got some say to these people? No, ain't no sleep. Talk to some people.
I've been up since 4 o'clock and I got to be at work at 4 o'clock.
See that? They stand in. Y'all don't know about Big O. Big O. Big O, what up, man? Big O, you know Big O got me out of bed tired. Let's go. You understand? So, what up, bro? What you think, bro?
We just want to make sure the young warriors is taken care of. You know, we have to. When you get that call, you got to come out and make sure it's just, because you know it's always just us. So we want equal. You know, equal. We want everything to be equal. We want everything to be fair. So we all have a duty to make sure that our brothers, especially those who fight, brothers like this, is on the front line. So we can't let them sit here, because we have to get in front of this thing, because they would jam you up and it'd be real hard to get out. You know how people fight for years for cases that was, frivolous. So it's important that we get in front of this thing, let people know what happened. We want Mount Greenwood and all the racist people over there to be held accountable for what they do. And they never are. That's the home of the police, and so they got everything working for them. What we have working for us is us, and we got to stand up. So let's stand up, not just for the brother, but just for the movement. It's a movement. They need to know when they do something to us that we coming.
We coming. We're not sitting back no more.
And they got problems. That's every day. We need that task force. Hundreds to 1,000 men and women, where they at a call they come. They know we coming, so they'll be hesitant doing anything to us, you know. So that go a long way. Anything we're trying to do, you know, whether it's putting the candidate in or shutting down the site, whatever it might be, you need that task force. You need that task force. So we here in support. You know, it's 1 in the morning. And when duty calls, it's time to do his will.
That's what it is.
Do his will.
That's what it is. That's Brother O. And listen, we just getting started. This is gonna go on throughout. I mean, the winter all the way to the summer. We got to start early. The bottom line is, we continue to fall victim to the same thing. We have to stand for brothers. See, this is how the little Quan McDonald's situation finds justice. We have to do this early and often. At the end of the day, like I say, we out here at the police station fighting for justice and pretty much trying to get the brother free. The feds is always watching us. Anytime we stand up for what we believe in, believe me, you're gonna find those individuals that fight against that change, because they're not used to this. They're not used to us standing up and dealing with the people and serving the people. This is what the activist community, the advocate community is doing. We're coming together. We're saying you locked up one advocate, you lock up one brother that's practicing social justice, you lock us all up. So with all due respect, we thank you all for tuning in, but I hope that we find some cause to fight for, some cause to take part in. In the morning, we're going to Stateville. We're going to Stateville to protest the prison industrial complex. Stateville being one of the oldest prisons in the state of Illinois. And Jedediah, where you think you're going, man? Where you going, man? You can't go nowhere yet, brother. So then, as you can see, we are at the police station. We're here. All right, take care, man. So we're about to shut it down. We're gonna hold fast here and continue to support the brother. His lawyer came. Like I say, the feds has been watching us throughout the state of Illinois, throughout the whole city. The police, when we fight together, they target us as a group. So we must be mindful, we must be vigilant, not to fall for the tricks and the traps that allow us to end up in places like this, fight for our release. And that's what they do. So you gotta watch what you say on these social media, because they'll use this as a tool against you. They use your words, your own words against you. But tomorrow, we'll be at Stateville at 10 o'clock, 10:30 at Stateville. Tomorrow, we'll be there. We got a few buses coming out, and we hope to see y'all there. We'll be protesting the prison industrial complex, shutting the prison down, reduce recidivism, economic opportunity for the brothers returning home, and fair housing. That's what we will be protesting. Moving forward and stopping our brothers, man, with all our heart, our effort from entering these places. So take care, people. Love you. Thanks for tuning in. Continue to support.